Welcome back to World of Warships with your host, XBradTC. And so, patch 0.6.3 came out yesterday, and the big news everybody was talking about was the end of Invisifier. Your maximum visibility is now the maximum range of your guns. Well, yeah, but what caught my attention was the fact that main batteries for low-tier battleships got a buff. And so my South Carolina went from a main battery max range of 11.1 to, what is it now, 15.7. So, start off the match with a Citadel. Not bad. I love low-tier battleships. That's my thing. I just do. Why? Mostly because there's a lot of stupid people driving low-tier cruisers. And my frustration with the South Carolina was always that, you know, it's so slow it takes forever to get into range of anybody. But, you know, now I can cover half the map from anywhere. So we'll see how this goes. So far, I believe this is the Archipelago map. Team's not doing too bad. Both sides, you know, just jockeying for position. We haven't managed to grab any cap points yet, so that's a little concerning. And we're down a cruiser. Okay. It's a Weymouth. It's not like he was going to do much. And take a poke, because, you know, nothing better to shoot at right now, and you never know, you might get lucky, but no. Somebody else got him. Slow, make sure we don't run aground. Bow onto the torpedoes. Don't know how far the range is on those, and I don't want to risk getting hit stupidly, but I don't think they're going to reach me. Catch my breath, decide what do I want to shoot at next. No good options here just yet. Ah, there we go. The Nassau or the Chickamauga. We'll shoot at the Chickamauga. No, we'll shoot at them both because they're going to ram. And another Citadel. That's always nice. So far, that's a grand total of 2 hits. Bring the rear turrets around. Get the guns laid on. And shots out. That looks pretty good. A little damage, not quite enough. We'd got another Citadel there, it would have been great. Unfortunately, just the 2 overpens. Still, doing pretty well. Nobody's paying any attention to us yet. Yeah, why not? And of course, just an overpen. But we've got the rear turrets. Take another look. Was that a Weymouth again? Okay. Overpen. Very frustrating. That's the thing about shooting at the RN low-tier light cruisers is you either Citadel them or you just overpen them for 800 points. And with the dispersion, you know, it's very often you don't do anything at all. So that's 12 rounds I've fired at that Weymouth, and I've scored a single overpen each time. Each half salvo, I should note. Okay, now I'm getting annoyed. Quit shooting at me. Alright, take another poke at this guy. Well, a Citadel, that's always nice. And an overpen will do it here, but yeah, there we go. Actually got a penetration there instead of just an overpen. More than enough to kill him. That's 1. Oh, look. Another Weymouth. Bit of a failed division on my team. Somebody actually came out in a Black Swan. 2 overpens for 1,600. My keyboarding got a little clumsy there. I actually stopped and didn't realize it. Again, overpens. Though I at least incapped a turret or something. And I should have been paying attention here to my health. But still waiting on the damage repair to come off cooldown. Finally! Love killing cruisers. Nothing makes me happier than killing cruisers. And as a battleship, that's my job. You know, eventually, yeah, you get around to shooting at enemy battleships. And here's a shot I never would have been able to take before. Because, well, just wouldn't have had the range. But the new 15 kilometers lets me do stuff like take shots at this range. I missed, but still. We'll try again. What is that, the Tenryu? Yeah, look at the dispersion. At long range, you're not going to have a great deal of success because of the dispersion. You know, I'm only firing a half salvo at a time there, so just getting a hit is problematical. And low health Nassau. Do believe, yeah, got a bounce. He's, is he flooding? Burning? Looks like he's still taking damage. What else have we got to shoot at? Who's closer? Only one turret available. And again, look at the dispersion on the main battery rounds. RNGesus doesn't love me there. So, yep, fairly even match so far. We're down, what, 5 to 5? 6 to 5? 5 to 5. There we go. Devastating strike. That's always fun. 1 Citadel, 3 kills. Doing some good damage here, finally. 56k of damage. No cruisers easily available to shoot at, so... There's our friend the Tenryu again. I think we'll do a ranging shot with the one turret that's available. And score a Citadel. No problem. Alright, yeah, okay, so we rammed our teammate. Big deal. Fairly decent dispersion there. Let's see what happens. We got 810. That's a little disappointing. I probably should have focused on that Nassau, but... Okay. An AFK Chester. Do we feel bad for seal clubbing? Not one bit. And the Kraken unleashed with a devastating strike. So we're having a pretty decent match here. And the Nassau, as you can tell, he's just running away. He wants no part of this. Suddenly the tides have shifted. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of us versus 3 of them. He's very low health. He's just trying to get to where he can recover some health. Shots out. Little or no damage done. He's running away. Let's see what else I can shoot at. Ooh, St. Louis. Always good to farm damage there. Just got to wait for the guns to reload. Rounds out. And he's turning. Yeah. But did some good damage. Picked up the high caliber and Confederate there. Not sure why the video replay is freezing like this. It didn't do it in the battle. I sometimes have problems with it. Apparently the replay system really sucks up a lot of resources and slows the computer. Will we get the rounds off at the St. Louis? We're going to try. Keep an eye on that low health Nassau out there. Alright. The other South Carolina took out the St. Louis. There's a Nassau there with good health. Let's take a shot at him. See if we can do some damage. Incredibly, no, we actually missed. That should have been a fairly easy shot. Rather foolishly, though, this guy's actually, instead of just keeping backing down and staying clear of my guns, he's going to poke back out. Just the 2 ships left. I think it's fair to say we're going to take this one. But still, they've got a cap point, we've got a cap point, and B is contested. I can't shoot at the high health Nassau because the island's in the way. Or Samson, excuse me, just got sunk while he was trying to make a torpedo attack on the Nassau. And looks like he took one of the torps. And I'm trying to generate an angle where I can shoot at this guy. And that's when he stops reversing and starts moving forward. Looks like he's flooding. So I presume it's going to be a while before he can recover his health. So he went from being full health to being in deep trouble very quickly. So let's take a look. And oh, we actually have a pretty good angle on this guy. Rounds out. Got him. Sorry for the glitch where you didn't get to actually see it, but yeah, we polished him off. He didn't have a whole lot of health left, but that was nice. So, one enemy ship left. It's the enemy Nassau that went running off to the east. And I believe he's now heading northwest. Don't quite have him in sight. I'm actually heading towards the cap right this minute. But I see that the cruiser's going to get in the cap. And I decide pretty quickly here that instead I'm going to go chasing after the Nassau. Nassau's actually faster than me, but he's pinned up against the edge of the map. He's got nowhere to go. So turn, try and get pointed directly at him. And there he is. Oh, lost sight of him. He's behind the island up there. The friendly Nassau is actually in a better position than me to go after him. And like I said, we had a bit of a failed division. A tier 1 Black Swan dived in with a I believe a tier 2 cruiser. It's pretty much the only way you can get into a tier 3 fight in a tier 1 ship. And you'll see him complaining here that, you know, his shells wouldn't penetrate. Well, no kidding. You're in a tier 1 cruiser up against tier 3 ships. 4-inch semi-armor piercing shells are not going to do a lot of damage. If you do something like that, and as a rule of thumb I think you shouldn't fail division in, aim for the superstructure. That's the only place you're going to farm any damage. You're not going to be scoring citadels on anything above a tier 2 cruiser. And it used to be you could go into a tier 1 ship and fight in tier 1 and 2 battles, and that was fine. I enjoyed it, particularly back when the tier 1 ships had both armor piercing and HE, whereas now you either have HE or in the RN cruisers you have armor piercing. But the problem with a tier 1 ship divvying up with a tier 2 ship is you're almost certainly going to end up into a tier 3 fight. And so you're kind of handicapping your team a little bit there. So we're finally trying to chase this guy down. There he is. Get the guns on him. He's running. Oh, he's turning. Oh, even better. It makes it easy for me. Everybody's shooting at him. I want this. Somehow they managed to miss him. Let him a little bit. He's still turning, but will we get it? Yes, we will. 7 kills. Low-tier battleships. So I am very happy with the range buff on the low-tier battleships. Finally giving me a chance to kill some people. Kraken Unleashed, 2 devastating strikes, high caliber Confederate, 90,000 damage, 35 gun hits, 1 in cap, 7 kills, 6 citadels, 1 defended the base, 1 assisted in capture. Top of the team, not surprising. A little surprising though, South Carolina came in second, and the Black Swan, that tier 1 guy, actually came in third. I don't think anybody ever even bothered shooting at him because, you know, he's low tier. So, and for the most part, I did do real damage to the cruisers I sank, all right? 19,000, 18,000, 13,000, 10,000. A little bit of a kill steal on the Nassau and the Tenryu. Not bad. The last Nassau, yeah, that was kind of a steal. But hey, a kill is a kill. And walked away with 218,000 credits net profit, which is not bad at all for a tier 3 battleship. All in all, great fun, and always nice to pick up some medals and awards. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we will catch you soon.